Good morning, ladies. How's everybody doing? Whoops. Hello, Sister McKay. Hi, Rachel Whitehorn. Hi, Sarah Lopez. Good morning. Hi, Toya. All right, ladies are just jumping on here. Awesome. Hi, Sister Griffin. Good morning to you. We'll wait just a little bit here before we get started. How you doing, Sister McKay? Everybody having a good morning so far? Got your coffee? I'm drinking iced coffee this morning. Let's see if anybody else is going to jump on. Oh, Rachel, you're back to work today. That's good. That's wonderful. Hi, Sister Tanya. How you doing this morning? Let's see, did I miss anybody? Give me a shout out if I missed you. Sister McKay, no coffee, huh? Hi, Ashley. Good morning. Let's see. Oh, good morning, Jennifer. Hi, Sister Peg. Good morning. Ladies, coffee and the word this morning. Looking forward to spending some time with you ladies this morning. Sarah, yes, having Dunkin' Donuts while I run to the store. Awesome. What are you drinking? My favorite is the butter pecan iced coffee. Hi, Deb. Hi, Sister Vonda. Good morning. Let's see, I'm gonna try to share this to the church group page. Let's see here. Group page. Oh, there I am. There we go. Right to my own page. Okay, there we go. Vonda, you still got to make your coffee. Oh, Sarah's having an iced mocha latte. That sounds good. Let's see. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing? All right. Let's see here. All right, well, I think we'll go ahead and get started. We've got quite a few ladies on here this morning. Good morning, everyone. It's good to be with you this morning. Just another beautiful day. I've already been outside letting Foxy out this morning. It's going to be a beautiful day today. And we are excited about church tomorrow. We are going to be having a parking lot service regardless if it's rain or shine. So come out tomorrow to the church at 10 a.m. and be with us. We'll be out there regardless of if it's rain or if it's beautiful outside. We're hoping that it's beautiful outside. But just go ahead and come out there and be with us. And I know that you will enjoy church tomorrow. I can't wait to see everyone again. It's not the same when we aren't able to get together. So just being able to drive by each other and honk and wave, it works for me for right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to play a game this morning. And so the only thing that you need for this game is your phone. So if you don't have your phone, if you're not using your phone to watch this, go ahead and get your phone. And we'll go ahead and get started here in just a moment. Now, You may also want to have a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil to write down your points, because you're going to get points. And whoever wins, I'm going to send something to you in the mail this next week. So you're going to want to play and you want to win. So go ahead and grab your cell phone. And if you want a piece of paper and a pen to write down your points, go ahead and get that. And when you all are good and you're ready to start the game, go ahead and give me like a thumbs up or something. When I get several thumbs up, we will go ahead and start the game. See if anybody else has jumped on this morning. Let's see, who else is on here? Sister Shrum, how are you doing this morning? Good morning, Sister Rose. Good morning, Alyssa. Hi, Mom. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Suzanne. How you doing, Sister Janice? All right. All right. I need a couple more thumbs up for when you're ready. Let's get going this morning. While we're waiting for a minute, what are you drinking this morning? What kind of coffee are you having? I'm having iced coffee, and the iced coffee is made with my favorite brand of coffee, which is Caribou coffee, and it's hazelnut flavored coffee. And then the creamer I have in here is Italian sweet cream, sugar free though. So okay, so I've had several thumbs up, so we will go ahead and start playing. Good morning, Sister Lisa. So if you just jumped on, you're going to need your cell phone and something to write down your points, okay? So for this category right now, this is going to be 1 point. So for each of these, give yourself 1 point. If you have a selfie on your phone, give yourself 1 point. If you have any kind of video and you are included in the video on your phone, give yourself 1 point. In your contacts, if you have someone that begins with the letter W, give yourself 1 point. If you have the Facebook app on your phone, give yourself 1 point. And if you have the Instagram app on your phone, give yourself 1 point. Okay, this next group here is worth 5 points. So if you have any of these, give yourself 5 points. If you have over 100 songs downloaded on your phone, give yourself 5 points. Or that could be 100 songs on a playlist on Spotify or on Amazon Music, or however you listen to your music. If you have a text message that is a year old or older, give yourself 5 points. If your ringtone is a song, give yourself 5 points. If the background on your phone is a picture of someone, give yourself 5 points. Okay, this next one is worth 10 points. So if you have any of these, give yourself 10 points. If your battery is more than 50%, give yourself 10 points. If you have already made a phone call sometime this morning, give yourself 10 points. If you have 0 unread emails, give yourself 10 points. If you have at least 1 alarm set on your phone, give yourself 10 points. And if you have a text from me on your phone, give yourself 10 points. Okay, if you, this next category is going to be worth 20 points. So if you have any of these, give yourself 20 points. 20 points if you have an iPhone. If you have at least 1,000 pictures on your phone, give yourself 20 points. If your cell phone case is pink, give yourself 20 points. If you have the Pinterest app downloaded on your phone, give yourself 20 points. If you have at least one children's app downloaded on your phone, give yourself 20 points. Okay, that's the end. So go ahead and total up your points. I'm going to run through this real quick, really fast for those that just jumped on. This is a game that we're playing. The winner, I'm going to send something to in the mail this week, so you want to win. So I'm going to run through it really quick. If you can do it quick and catch up, that's fine. But the rest of you that have already done this, add up your points and start putting your point totals in the comments so that we know who the winner is. Okay, 1 point. You get 1 point for these. A selfie. A video that includes yourself. A contact with the letter W that it starts with. If you have the Facebook app downloaded, and if you have the Instagram downloaded, those are all worth 1 point. 5 points, over 100 songs, a year-old text message, a ringtone as a song, a background picture of someone, and, okay, so those are all 5 points. 10 points, your battery is more than 50%. You made a phone call already this morning. 0 unread emails, at least 1 alarm set, and a text from me on your phone. Those are all worth 10 points. Okay, these are worth 20. If you have an iPhone, at least 1,000 pictures. Your phone case is pink. You have the Pinterest app downloaded and at least 1 children's app. Those are all worth all worth 20 points. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look and see. Alyssa got 100, Rachel got 120, Jennifer Bailey 124, Mona 105, Janice 78. Sorry, Kelly, I started the game a while ago. That was just to go through it really quick again. Let's see, looks like Rachel has the most points so far. So if you were able to get on and do it, otherwise you can go back. Once this video is no longer live, you can go back and watch it again and do the game and calculate your points later. I will look at the end of tonight. Whoever has watched it and calculated their points by the end of tonight, I will be looking for that, and I'll see who has the most points, and I will send you, actually, I'll either send you something in the mail, or I will drop it off on your porch if I'm able to do that. Looks like Toya's got 129. She might be our winner so far. So like I said, you can go back and watch this later and calculate the points. So Kelly, don't worry, go back and do it later and calculate your points, and then at the end of the night tonight, I will look and see who our winner is. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing here. I thought this would be fun. When Anthony and I were youth pastor, we used to do this in youth class a lot. So I thought, and that was a long time ago. It's been a long time ago since we were youth pastor. But I thought this would be fun to do with the ladies. And it's called Would You Rather. So I'm going to give you 2 different things. Would you rather do this or do that? And you have to pick one. And so I want you to put it in the comments, and also why you'd rather do that than the other. And some of these are pretty funny. Some of them are gross. Some of them are bad and worse. So it's kind of hard. If you live in Kansas City, Missouri, I will ask for your address and mail it to you if you're the winner. Okay? All right. So would you rather? Would you rather lick a dirty trash can or the bathroom floor? Yeah, there's not really a good choice there. I'm not really sure what I would choose. Probably the bathroom floor, because knowing what's on my bathroom floor, I think I could possibly be okay with that. I usually know when's the last time that I cleaned the bathroom floor. So gross. But so put in the comments, would you rather lick a dirty trash can or the bathroom floor? Tanya, trash can, hands down. Wow, okay. All right. Destiny, bathroom floor. Rachel knew that was the next game because she was in our youth group. She knew that we did that almost every Sunday. We would have different would you rather. Destiny, at least if it's my bathroom floor. Me too, and same with Julie, same with Sister McKay. Mom, trash, my own. Yeah, if it was your own trash can. Okay. Let's see here. Would you rather, this one's not a gross one, would you rather see a firework display or go to a concert? Would you rather see a firework display or go to a concert? I think at this point, I would rather go to a concert because we haven't been able to be in a big crowd of people. My husband and I, we love to go to fairs and concerts and all kinds of different things where there's lots of people. And so I think I would pick the concert at this point. I like fireworks as well. I love on the 4th of July sitting with all the church family in the parking lot that we go and sit in. But at this point, I think I would rather go to a concert because I'm ready to be with a lot of people. Okay. Would you rather only be able to crawl on all fours or only be able to walk backwards? That's easy for me. I think I would rather only be able to walk backwards than crawl on all fours. What about you? Would you rather only be able to crawl on all fours or only be able to walk backwards? Walk backwards. Me too, Peg. At least then I feel like I could get everywhere that I needed to go. I'm not sure about crawling on all fours. For one thing, there's some gross things on the ground, and it just might be difficult to do. Okay, let's see here. Okay, would you rather be 10 years older or 4 years younger than you are right now? Would you rather be 10 years older or 4 years younger than you are right now? That is a hard one. I think, I don't know. I don't like to go backwards. I like to continue moving forward, and so I don't like to go back. And so I'm gonna say 10 years older. I don't really want to be 10 years older, but out of those, I think I'm gonna say 10 years older because I don't like going backwards. I like moving forward. Looks like the trend is 4 years younger. Oh, Destiny, 10 years older. Then you'll know what your future will hold, right, Destiny? Looks like mostly 4 years younger. And Peg said, I don't, but forward might be dead. Oh, Peg. Toya, 10 years older because I can't wait to see what God has in store for me. Yes, that is awesome. Destiny, I've already experienced my past. That's right, Destiny. That's why I don't like to go backward. I don't want to experience those things again. I've had a wonderful time over the last 4 years, but I feel like I've learned those things already. Kelly, 10 years older, unless I could be 4 years younger and not change anything right now. Me too, Kelly. That would be it right there. Okay, let's see. Would you rather only be able to whisper or have an incredibly loud voice? This one's easy for me. I think I would rather only be able to whisper. I don't think I would want to have an incredibly loud voice. So would you rather only be able to whisper or have an incredibly loud voice? Toya says whisper. Me too, Toya. Let's see what some of the other ladies say. Sister McKay, Deborah, whisper. Tanya, whisper. Maria, whisper. Okay, let's do another one. This is fun with you ladies. Would you rather always have to enter rooms by announcing your name or always have to do cartwheels out? That's a fun one. So would you rather always enter a room by having to announce your name or by doing cartwheels out? I think that's great. I probably would say I would rather always have to enter announcing my name than doing cartwheels out, because I'd probably hurt myself. A long time ago when I was a kid, I used to be in dance and gymnastics and tumbling, and I could do all kinds of flips and different things, but at this point in my life, I don't think I could even do a cartwheel. I think I've tried maybe a few years ago and it didn't go so well. Okay, looks like most of you are in the same boat as me. You would not be able to do a cartwheel. There we go. Okay, well, this is a cute one. Would you rather have a pet panda bear or a pet zebra? I think I would rather have a pet panda bear because they look so cuddly and cute, and I like to have an animal that I can cuddle with. So would you rather have a pet panda bear or a pet zebra? Sister McKay would like a panda. Me too. Zebra, panda. Oh, Destiny said zebra. I heard pandas are mean. But they look so cute. They're wild animals though, so. Mostly, okay, zebra, zebra, zebra. They're both beautiful animals. Oh, Sister Rose would like a pet fish. Okay. Sister Peg loves horses. Kelly would love a pet zebra. They can eat the grass in the yard and we wouldn't have to mow. Good one, Kelly. Okay, let's do one last one. This is a good one for ladies. Would you rather set the table before dinner or do the dishes after? Would you rather set the table before dinner or do the dishes after? And I don't really mind doing either. Usually whatever we need on the table, Peyton will get out on the table for us. And both he and Anthony will help me clear the table, and then I do the dishes. But we have a dishwasher, so it's not too bad. Sister McKay would rather set the table. Destiny would rather set the table and even make dinner for sure. I hate dishes. I hate dishes too, Destiny, before we got our dishwasher. Now, I definitely don't mind. My mom would rather do the dishes. Tanya would rather set the table. Toya set the table, but usually do both. Isn't that the way of a mom? Julie set the table, hate doing dishes. Jennifer set the table. Rose, do the dishes. Janice, do the dishes. Peg, I do both. Dishes I do both. Dishes, so they're done right away. Have a dishwasher. Kelly, I'd rather have a dishwasher. Destiny, I don't even know how to use a dishwasher. Trust me, if you had one, you'd figure it out really quick. We didn't have a dishwasher in the first house that we lived in, and I hate doing the dishes. You can ask my mom. If I tried doing the dishes when I was growing up, I would gag if food touched my hands while I was trying to do it. So I make sure plates and things are scraped really well, because it makes me want to gag just thinking about it. But when we moved into this house, there was already a dishwasher and it was broken. And I told my husband, I said, can we please get a dishwasher? Can we please get a dishwasher? I will figure out how to pay for it, and of course, yeah, he said yes. Since there's already a dishwasher here, we're gonna get a dishwasher, because he would help do dishes too, but he hated it as well. So when you have two people that hate doing dishes, that doesn't go really well. So anyway, I have a dishwasher now, and I am so thankful for my dishwasher. And I even have something that puts away the dishes. Isn't that wonderful? It's not any kind of electronic helper, but a child. So that is one of Peyton's main jobs. Excuse me. In the house, is to put away the dishes when the dishwasher is done with them. And so I am thankful for that as well. Okay. I just have something short for you ladies this morning, and then I will get off of here and let you go about your day, because this is just a gorgeous day, and it's going to be a good day to be outside or whatever you want to do. But I do have, sorry about that. Moxie got a little excited. I do have something that I'm excited about. So 2 weeks from today, I talked to Pastor Anthony about it yesterday, and he told me that would be fine. So 2 weeks from today, we're going to have another ladies' coffee, but we're not going to do it online. And you say, so how do we do that? Well, we are going to have a ladies' coffee fellowship in the parking lot at church. The way that we do our drive-in services, like we're going to have tomorrow. And so what we'll do is you will bring your own coffee. If you want coffee or breakfast or whatever, you'll be responsible for bringing your own. At this time, we cannot provide food or drinks for anybody at this time. So you will bring your own coffee. And if you have a car like mine, or like a minivan and SUV, where your the back lifts up and there's a place for you to sit in the back, we can back those in and sit in the back of our cars. If you don't have that, just bring yourself like a lawn chair or something and sit it at the back of your car, and we will park, the car is 6 feet apart. We'll make sure that we are far enough apart, and we will just have a time of fellowship. There will be no agenda, no message, nothing like that. We will just have a time of fellowship. I believe that we can fellowship from 6 feet apart, definitely. We have been missing each other. I am missing all of you. I'm missing the ladies' events where we get together and just get to have a fun time. And so 2 weeks from today, we're trying to be fair and do something for the men and the women every other week. And so the men are going to be online next Saturday. But ladies, we're trendsetters. 2 weeks from today, we are going to have a coffee fellowship in the parking lot. So I'm excited about that. It will be at the same time. It'll be at 9 o'clock. So get up, get dressed, get your coffee. We don't care what you look like. Just come and be with us. So I am super excited about that. And I will make sure that to continue telling the ladies about it so that we can all see each other and just talk. Okay? I'm just excited about that. So I just have a short little thing for us this morning, and then you ladies have a wonderful day. Okay? So one day last year, I was outside weeding my flower garden, and I thought I got most of the weeds out. It's amazing how fast those things grow, and it's about time for flowers right now. I haven't planted any flowers yet, but I'm going to be in the next couple of weeks. I was afraid that they were going to get too cold, and I don't want to have to cover them up and everything like that. So I'm just waiting until it's warm enough out. So I started to water my flowers with a watering can and reached around a flower to water another. I realized that what I was watering was a weed, and it was a huge one. How did I miss that weed that was almost as large as the beautiful zinnia that it was hiding behind? The leaves on the weed look similar to the ones on the flower. Sometimes I have a hard time pulling weeds because some of the leaves really do mimic those of the flowers that I've planted. And I'm kind of new to growing flowers. This will be, I think, about the third year that I've tried really hard to grow flowers, and so I'm newer to it. I usually ask Sister Pingle for a lot of advice about my flowers. I can't say that I really like to dig around in the dirt a whole lot or pull weeds, but what I do like are the results of planting the flowers. It's amazing how a few brightly colored flowers can add such charm and curb appeal to your home. I love those flowers. I pull into the driveway from work, and the first thing I wanted to do is admire them. They make me smile, and they really do put joy into my soul. But when I start to look closely, I realize that those ugly old weeds have started to grow again, and I've got to get out there and do the icky thing that I don't like, digging in the dirt. It's back-breaking, sweaty work. You've got to pull the weeds out from the root, or guess what? It will continue growing right where you broke it off. How about our lives? We have all these wonderful things as ladies that we do. We raise beautiful little humans that we hope and pray become better and greater than anything we have ever done in our lives. It's hard sometimes, though, especially during this time of being home so much and all of this time of uncertainty. If we aren't careful, our patience can wear thin, and then they ask for something, and we snap. Not right now. That weed of anger grew up out of nowhere, or at least it seemed like it did. Our husband comes home, who we dearly love with all our heart. Until that is, he needs something too. Then we start thinking of everything he's done wrong in the last 2 months. There it is again. A weed growing up in the middle of our beautiful flower garden. I'm going to be transparent and tell on myself. One time, my husband said something about him doing a really good job of keeping up with the laundry, and I let it slip out that maybe he had been washing and drying, but then he had just been throwing it into baskets and leaving it there, and that wasn't helpful. Oops, I hurt his feelings. I felt so bad because it really had been helpful, but I couldn't take back what had already come out of my mouth. I let a weed grow up without even noticing. And this doesn't apply as much right now, but I believe that we're going to be back in the church before we know it. What about in the church when someone else gets an opportunity to do something that you thought you or maybe even your children should have been given? But did you say that you wanted that opportunity? Did you really put forth the effort to have that opportunity? And yet we criticize that we could have done a better job, or they don't even dress modestly. Oops, there goes those weeds again. Threatening to choke out some of the most beautiful things that we hold dear to us. Our relationships with our spouses, children, and church family. So what do? We've got to do the back-breaking work, just like a gardener would do for their flowers. We need to get into the dirt of our soul and start digging around in there. I know that it hurts, but whatever the issues are, need to be dug out at the root so it doesn't come back. We need to ask God to bring things to the surface of our heart so that we can take care of it and get rid of it for good. A lot of times, when weeds start to pop up in my life, I examine, how much time have I spent with Jesus this week? How much time have I spent with him in prayer? What about reading his word? What about serving others? Have I done anything for anyone else this week? God has given us this quiet time God has given us this time to quiet ourselves. We can come out of this time with a more beautiful garden full of flowers than we have ever had. Or we can come out of it with a garden full of weeds that we have allowed to grow up and refuse to pull. I love you, ladies, and I want your gardens to flourish just as much as I do my own. Let's do the hard work of keeping them beautiful. Let's use this time to better ourselves. Let's use this time to grow closer to our family. Let's use this time to grow closer in the relationships of the people that we love. Let's use this time to serve God in a way that we've never been able to do before. And let's use this time to make ourselves better. I want to do that, and I know that you want to do that too. I love each of you, and I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful that you spent your morning with me here this morning. So we will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Firstborn Ministries. We're going to have church in the parking lot, rain or shine. So be with us, and we love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.